The Beatles are likely the most written about group in history. In my home, I have more than 100 books on them. Many are very good, while others not so. But if you read a biography about the band, you will probably learn something new about the Fab Four. Some facts are very curious. You read and think, oh, I didn't know that. So it's very difficult to make a video like this, the things you probably didn't know about the Beatles, but I will try. Did you know, for example, that if the mandatory military service in Britain hadn't been extinct, the Beatles would have never existed? Did you know that John Lennon and Paul McCartney tried to write a play about a man who thought he was the new Messiah? Or that during their first concert in Hamburg, Germany, Lennon and the bass player Stuart Sutcliffe called the audience Nazis? And during the A Hard Day's Night movie's premiere in Liverpool, Lennon greeted the audience with the typical Nazi salute? So, I guess it's about time to start the actual top 5, the things you maybe didn't know about the Beatles. 5. When the Beatles played at the Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th, 1964, 50,000 fans tried to get one of the 728 available tickets. On another occasion, when the Beatles played at Shea Stadium for the second time in 1966, 11,000 tickets still remained at the box office. Can you imagine unsold tickets for a Beatles concert? Well, it actually happened. 4. Did you know that the Beatles' US invasion was almost annihilated because the band's manager Brian Epstein was photographed with another man at the hotel lobby? The times they were indeed a-changing, but in 1964 that could have destroyed the Beatles' reputation in the US. Fortunately, the picture disappeared soon enough. 3. During another US tour, also in 1964, the roommate who served the band at the hotel they were at was kidnapped by a group of Beatles fans. The rescue prize? John, Paul, George and Ringo's room numbers. On the same tour, the Beatles refused to play in Jacksonville, Florida, until the concert promoter ensured them that the audience would not be split between black and white people. 2. In 1965, the famous British department store Harrods allowed John, Paul, George and Ringo to enter the store before its opening to make their Christmas shop. Not even to the Queen was this privilege granted. 1. In 1967, the Fab Four, alongside Brian Epstein, signed a petition published in an entire page of the Times newspaper. The band backed the legalization of the marijuana. Did you know this? Well, nothing happened, but we have to admit that John, Paul, George, Ringo, and the manager Brian Epstein were very courageous. Maybe they just didn't have to prove anything to nobody. So this was this week's top 5. Did you enjoy it? Did you know everything I said here? If you did, you are a real Beatles fan. And do you know more curiosities about the band? Please let me know, share them with me, leave your comment and see you soon. Bye bye.